Hi, I'm Keegan, and this is A Bunch of Gamers. This is our 19th episode of Werewolf the Apocalypse. We'll have Riley and Lexi joining soon. They are running a little late. So we're just going to go around the table and have the players who are here introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Sam, and I play Cora. She's an Arun. She's in the Get of Fenris, and in Garou Society, she's known as Two-Hearts.
I am Tyler, and I play Kyle. He's 18, a Philodox, and has found his purpose with the Garou. He's known as Guards the Low, Child of Gaia.
And I am Adam. I play the character Mark Bishop, known as Guides the Fallen in Garou Society. He is a third of the Children of Gaia.
Alright, so last time you all went into a frenzy. Thrall the Wyrm in a battle in the Umbra before passing to the physical realm and unleashing horrible atrocities in the rural town that you happen to correspond to.
We don't speak of such things.
After some time of traveling in the physical world, you arrived at the Sept of the Five Mirrors and were introduced. It is there that Garzlo met his father, and they were attacked by Fomori seeking the Karen, looking for something called the Cage. It is here that the elder of the Sept took them in and informed the pack that there are blights nearby, and that if they would stay long enough to learn the Rite of Cleansing, they could be a great aid to the Sept. And we will start there as Guides the Fallen will begin his training.
Actually, if I remember right, aren't I supposed to be making a pact with the Elder because she divulged information?
Yes, So, that night, you enter the Umbra. And under the crescent moon, or it's the new moon, actually.
Still. Oh, great.
Well, because you left when it was a crescent moon, and then you came around to the new moon.
Oh, boy.
As you see you see the stars up in the skies as the Sept seems dim, dark, gray, as Stands with the River begins speaking out, and the great water rises up into the form of into the form of a great warrior, a spear of cedar soaked with water and grime, tipped with a great stone head. As she goes, "Great Lake Superior, I wish you to bind us in a pact of secrecy." The water's voice rumbles and sounds like rushing waves, but you understand it, Bishop. The roaring waves speak. "Such a binding is difficult and should not be taken lightly. I understand."
I understand, too.
She extends her hand out, and you extend yours as she grabs hold, and the spear comes down and it pierces both of your hands as your blood mixes together as you pull back in your hands fully healed. As you feel a mystical kind of lock around your throat when you try and speak of this place regarding the Storm Eater.
Right.
And she gives you a look. She moves back slightly from you, shifting to Glabro, taking a deep breath.
Okay. I'll shift to Glabro, too, I guess. And I will do the same, but less threatening.
She sees you shift to Glabro, and you see her thinking as if she may want to take Krynos.
I back away, pretty much. Like,
there's something in your blood. Something's tied to you. Dark, like ink.
What are you talking about?
A link. Something links you to darkness.
Ooh, I wouldn't... Put your hand down, Cora.
I'm not here!
I don't know what it could possibly be, Elder.
It's faint, but I sense it still.
Do you have any idea what it could be?
I will keep my eye on you. No offense.
Understood.
Go with sits in calm tomorrow. Your pack will be watching over the Karen, or helping. We'll make sure that our own Karen members step with them case the taint is with them as well.
Yes, Elder, thank you. And I will look into this taint that is bound to me somehow.
Very well. And she watches you go, her eyes gleaming like a predator. And that is the last you see of her. So, Shinigami,
Hi.
you're having a nightmare.
Oh.
In your dreams, you're kicking about and thrashing. You're remembering something from a few weeks ago. As you see a woman walking her dog, you're chasing her down.
Okay,
As you
here we go.
smash her down and tear her open, her ribs snapping out her back. As you start ripping out individual pieces while she's still alive. The dog's barking at you, but you don't seem to focus on it. The dog bites your hand, and you turn against the dog. And by the end,
Ew.
it is less than a puddle.
God damn it. Ugh.
Kyle, you also have a nightmare
Oh no.
where you're in a house, your claws raking menacingly against the wallpaper as you see a woman gibbering because of the delirium. Your claws scrape and you catch her like with an animalistic frenzy as you leap at her, smashing her down, and you feel your fangs pierce her like butter as you start chomping away and swallowing chunks, screaming until you can't stand the screaming anymore and you simply go for the throat, but not without tasting it as well as you chomp and swallow it down. This repeats in your head several times before the morning. Cora, there is a man there.
Wait, he only killed one person?
We're only remembering one person.
Oh, okay. I was gonna be like,
Cora?
oh no! What did I do?
You see a small dog,
Yep.
a man, and what appears to be a friend of his from work. As you barge in, the dog squeaks as you charge the first one. One guy, the first man, is slammed to the ground. You start ripping off of his leg and eating it. The other one tries to pick up something to desperately swing at you in a mad fury. Your fist strikes him in a single punch. You feel every rib of his crack as he smashes into the wall, breathing heavily, blood running from his mouth as you finish your first meal and turn on the next while he's still alive.
Great.
It's then that the dog gets to you and you simply stick your hand into it and don't take it off as you continue feeding.
Jeez.
Into
Brutal.
or onto?
Onto.
Like a...
She woke up with the dog in her hand.
Yep.
Oh dear.
When she was in
My hand
human.
in the dog.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You are in Hispo form in your dream.
Yep.
Lumbering, your eyes gleaming as you see two campers. The first one you charge and you check as hard as possible as they fly and wrap around the tree. The next you knock into the tree as he's screaming out in agony as his legs are kicking as you start eating his legs as his upper body burns away.
I remember this. Well, me, the player, remembers this.
You remember the aftermath.
Yeah.
And you all sort of wake up haggard.
Ugh.
Are we in the same lodge?
Yes.
Wow.
Let's see.
No breakfast. Oh no.
Bishop, you wake up first.
Okay. So I guess I'll wake up from the nightmare in kind of like a cold sweat, breathing heavily in my cot, pretty much.
Okay.
And I decide to just, not wanting to fall back asleep, I'll go outside and just try to see if maybe some fresh air will calm me down. And I with Nightbiter being my mentor and recent events happening, I really want to speak with him.
Okay.
Pretty much. So I go and try to find Jonathan. Maybe he's up too.
Okay. Shinigami, you notice guards leaving the cabin.
Guides the
Or
fallen.
guides the fallen. Sorry.
Yeah.
Guides the fallen as you wake up, groggy. You're at the Sept of the Five Mirrors in Michigan.
What is...
Or Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, yeah.
Wisconsin.
If I shift into lupus form, what is the smallest space that's dark that I can squeeze myself into that's nearby?
Probably under one of their cots.
My own cot? Do I
But
have
your
my
own cot can work too, yeah.
I'm under the cot.
Okay. So, hang on. You see Nightbiter up already. Taking a breath as he's starting to get ready to do some duties for the keeper in this case. Or he's thinking about it, I should say. as he goes, "Oh, hey Bishop.
But hey, Jonathan, I've been looking for you.
Yeah, what's up, kid?
You got time for maybe a walk?
Yeah, I got time for a walk.
I need to talk to you about something.
Sure. No worries. He's walking with you.
So, I need to tell you something that happened
Okay.
with me and my pack, and it's been haunting me. We did try to reach up here to the Sept, and the pack had decided that we were going to take the Umbra.
Okay.
But whilst we were in the Umbra, we came upon a Nihilic. I think that's what they're called.
I'm not too sure what that is. I'm gonna have to ask a Thurge about that one.
Okay. Well, Jonathan, you've helped me out a lot, and I feel I need to tell you this. I see you as my mentor. I see you as kind of a second father figure to me. So we tried to give combat to this thing, and we were pretty much thrown into an uncontrollable frenzy. I don't know what happened. It's as if something was controlling my mind and my packmates' minds.
Thrall the Wyrm.
But before I just blacked out. It's the only thing I can really remember is in my throes of consciousness and lucidity after that, I swore I heard this abomination that we fought. And I'll go into like descriptions of what I saw, the painfully elongated limbs to a torso that wasn't the proper size,
as he goes,
claws and whatnot.
He's nodding. He goes, "Yeah, I've never seen anything like that."
Then I'll talk about how it seemed to consume all light in the Umbra, even the moon bridges. It consumed the moon bridges for power.
The moon paths?
The moon paths, yeah, that was it.
Then I would certainly speak with both stands with the river and sits in calm.
Okay.
He may know what it is.
And I remember hearing something, say they needed to take this thing back to the
Back to the Sept.
The Sept. And there was no specification, just we need to take this back to the Sept.
We'll put out an ear for it. There are a few striders who sometimes visit this cairn. We can make sure to give word to them.
Okay. Thanks, Jonathan.
Yeah.
It's been bugging me for the past few days now.
So, I'm no Galliard, but I did hear a story from a stargazer Galliard once, long ago. Would you like to know it?
I have time, do you?
I do. You know how the world was once balanced, right? The wild would put out living energies and the weaver would give it form, and that the Wyrm would balance the two to make sure that chaos nor order ever truly reigned.
I remember this being taught, yeah.
Some say that guiding principle is also how we are made. That from the wild we are given gnosis, the ability to tap into the chaos and the unknown. That the weaver gave us willpower to focus ourselves. And the Wyrm, in some ways, gave us our rage. And that when the rage burns too hot, it reconnects to the one who gave it to us. Now, I don't know if that legend's true. It seems unlikely that Gaia would let the Wyrm give us rage after it had fallen. And our rage is tied with our aunt in the sky.
Oh, you speak of Luna.
Yes. But something to think about. That there's wisdom in stories like that, even if they aren't true.
Thanks, Jonathan.
Yeah. Cora?
Yes.
You wake up.
We were shown where the bathrooms are, right?
Yeah.
She goes to vomit.
Okay. The bathroom's being outside.
Nice.
All right. I figured that since there were lodges, maybe there were...
No.
Okay.
There's no indoor plumbing, nothing
right.
like that. It's
She finds a
So-
quiet space and a bush to throw up in.
So all Shinigami sees is... That is enough to wake you up. Guys, hello?
Do I wake up and know exactly what was just happening, or do I
you just see
wake
Cora.
up?
You just wake up and you see Cora smashing through the door.
Okay. I'm going to assume then, based on my random roll, that that's fine. And that it's not an emergency, and I'm just going to sit up and just put my head in my hands for a good 10 minutes or so.
Okay, as you look down, you notice Fury's song under her cot in lupus form. And Bishop is nowhere to be seen.
I will glance knowingly at Fury Song and then continue to look at my lap.
Okay. That's fair. As you're heading back, you...
Jonathan, did you hear that?
Yes, it sounds like someone's vomiting.
Oh. Well, best leave it alone then.
Well,
Well, I've got some Sept duties to take care of. I gotta go back to the mainland, actually, so...
Okay, Jonathan. Thanks again. Definitely.
Yeah. Don't forget to see the Master of Rite. He's teaching you.
Will do. I need to speak with him anyway.
Yep. Yes, you do.
Alright. Good luck today, Jonathan.
Yep. Thanks. You too. Bug up. Many Gari takes the Thrall of the Wyrm. It's how you take it in stride and how you learn from it that's important. Okay?
Okay, Jonathan. Thank you.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll see how the rest of my pack's actually doing. Well, take
And-
care, Jonathan.
You too. As you head back, you see Cora vomiting.
Whoa.
Like, finger down throat just to, like, get it all
Get
out.
everything out.
I guess I'll go over and I'll try to, like, maybe hover hand.
Just like one hand out, just like.
Are you Cora? Are you okay? Did you eat something weird? Oh wait. I'll just pat her on the back. Just let it out.
Yeah. So after her
Do you want some water?
vomit session. Water. Yep. Let's go get some water.
How are you doing?
I need to brush my teeth. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I'm sure we have amenities for that.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Like,
Fine.
did you sleep well?
Nope. No.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nightmare?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Cora's like, it's been in her head like, yep. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's a lesson we can learn definitely from.
Yeah. We learned a lesson. It was useful for learning a lesson. Water and toothbrush.
Well, here, let's go find you
You're
some
up
then.
early.
Yep. Let's go find some.
Alright.
Hey, Keegan.
Hmm?
I hesitate to mention this,
Uh-huh.
but how does my eidetic memory, fit into the Thrall of the Wyrm?
Doesn't, because when you frenzy at the time, you black out, and then it slowly returns to you. So you remember all the dreams, not the actual...
Great.
events.
Maybe actually worse, but...
Great. We haven't used our eidetic memory in a while.
Right, that's why I was just like, wait a moment.
You know where we should have used our eidetic memory?
Where did we forget to use it?
At the farm. With the records.
no, we remember, didn't we?
I
Because
don't,
we had all the information that we needed. Like, there wasn't
Oh,
anything
okay.
that was missing.
I don't really remember.
Oh.
How ironic.
Yeah.
Alright. We're going to get cleaned. And some water. What are you two up to?
Is there anything at the lodge that we can use? Pretty much.
Huh?
Well, the lodge that we're staying in.
Can we
are
just
like,
assume that we find something?
Yeah, there's some food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, food.
Food and some basic
Amenities,
lodgings.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But very basic.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of it is expect that you're going to have to simply take a boat to the mainland to do it.
Okay.
But because you're young, they're allowing it.
So I guess we're back at the lodge.
Yeah.
Our shared lodge right now.
Right. Who would we go see to get some Sept duties while you are busy learning to write?
If anything, you could probably find Nightbiter, Jonathan. He
left. He's heading to the mainland.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
You might ones that you would probably see would be either
maybe Lucy, Ren's the Wicked.
Yeah, Ren's the Wicked because she's the warder.
Yep. And then maybe Joshua might have some too. Speaks with sparrows. But I'm going to clean myself and prepare for the day. I need to meet with Sits and Calm, Carl.
Yeah.
To begin my rite training for Rite of Cleansing.
Okay. Then I'll see how I can be of help.
Okay.
And since we're at the lodge, I'm going to suggest that to the other two as well. Like, you guys want to come and...
Low cautionary growl.
Might as well.
Not like an aggressive one, just like, whenever dogs like to their owners, like...
You can stay if you want. I get it.
Probably be better to get our minds off of it, though.
The way I figure it, since she has a wolf's brain, for her it might be better if she just kind of turns off and doesn't think in detail. Kind of like whenever she was in a cage back when after her fight, it's just like brain off, sit in a box. That's what I'm thinking that she's reverting to. She could potentially be forced out. She'd be grumpy.
I'm not going to force you.
Yeah.
Do you want her to be forced out of character?
No. I'm saying like if we need to do something, she'll come out. Like,
right.
Yeah.
You take the time you need.
We'll come get you when there are duties for us to do, at the very least.
So,
Alright.
start looking around. The place is pretty scarce of Garu.
Alright, guys. Well, I'm going to head to the Master of Rites.
See ya.
Yep. Good luck today.
So, he is not anywhere on the island that you can see in the physical realm.
Okay. So, I guess I'll just go to the shoreline and try to make my way to the Umbra.
Alright. Roll Gnosis, difficulty 4.
2 successes.
Alright, 30 seconds. So you pass in, you see several Garu here, moving around and taking care of things.
What form are they in?
Some are in Lupus as they're getting ready to like swim across or hop across some of the stones that are in the Umbra strategically placed.
Right.
Others are in Hamid form, some are in Glabro. You see one in Krynos form, as you see his pitch black eyes.
Is this Sits and Calm?
No.
No.
You see Sits and Calm. He is by the lake, speaking to nothing in particular.
What form is he in?
He is currently in Glabro.
Glabro. Okay. So, feeling a little, light and lucid. I guess I'll switch into Glabro as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
No pressure to change or to roll for rolls, so you're there.
Okay. And I'll just quietly...
As you hear him going, I understand, but can you not determine whether it is a taint or simply the normal pool that man throws in? As you hear the washing waves, that is troubling, Great Spirit. Very troubling. No, I will do what I can. But my duties carry me elsewhere. Rest in peace, and know that we are here for you. As you see him hold out his hands, and you see liquid energy spill from his hands into the river, giving a brief glow. Bishop.
Carl. How are you this morning?
Good. You were here for your lessons, yes?
Of course.
Good. The sooner the better.
Indeed. There's a test to be done.
There is a test to be done. It is a simple one, and this should not be overly difficult to learn. So.
Oh, hey.
Yeah. As he goes, we'll have to do the basics. As he goes over to a tree and snaps the branch of a willow, you will need something like this.
Okay. So I'll reach up to and break a branch of the willow.
And you see him going to the water as he goes, you must make sure the water is pure. As he places it upon it and starts walking over to a tree as he looks to you to follow suit.
Okay, so I'll take my branch and I'll run water on it as well, and I'll follow him.
As he takes it and uses the branch, the part that he has not wetted, to start drawing a circle around another tree counterclockwise.
Okay, I will follow suit with another tree.
Then he goes and he collects some flames and he starts to burn the edges that will have the water on it, and starts to smolder with the water still on it as he starts sprinkling the water and walking counterclockwise.
I will do the same.
As he goes, and this is the right in principle, but you must as he goes, and you must channel it as you see kind of this glow forming in him that's not happening with you until you feel Gaia's energy, and you see several of the other Garu around face him. They start to seem to join the rite, and they all give out this earth-shattering, otherworldly howl that echoes through the Umbra.
Oh, wow.
You scare the Wyrm out of the item.
Well, let's master these basics then.
Yes.
So
this will represent a week of training,
Okay.
and you must roll intelligence plus rituals,
Giving me a whopping 7.
difficulty 10 minus your intelligence,
Difficulty 7.
and you only need one success.
Difficulty 7. Ha! I have 2 successes.
So you have learned the rite.
Woohoo!
Congratulations. So, after the week, you will have gained
The Rite of Cleansing.
the Rite of Cleansing, but on top of that, you have learned a new rite. Which means...
Can I get a pencil? Any will do. Thank you.
Wait, no. Bad eraser.
It's like you can just tell.
Can I just throw this one away?
Maybe.
So I learned a new rite. So I learned the Rite of Cleansing and also another one?
No, you've learned... Well, because you've learned... You didn't have the Rite of Cleansing before.
Right.
So you've learned a new rite, which means you will gain 1 temp wisdom.
Woohoo! Yes, I'm on the path of redemption now.
Very slowly.
Okay.
Oh, and because you thralled to the worms and did horrible things, you lost a ton of renown.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Yes. Don't worry. We determined that Riley ran
See, I've been kind of like
during
thinking
the whole
about
incident. Meanwhile, you guys are walking around the Sept grounds and you notice there are no Garu here. Or, you notice you see one younger Garu here. Now.
I'm gonna say I've come out by now because I'm gonna get bored if I just keep her down there.
Okay.
We'll go ask. Hey.
Oh, you're the guests, right?
Yes, we were looking for Ren's the Wicked to see if there were any Sept duties we could help with.
The warder should be in the Umber right now.
Perfect.
I don't know if she'll have any guard duty, but I'm sure she'll gladly accept it. I know that Walks with the Forgotten may wish for some help too.
Walks with the Forgotten?
Yeah. Or I'm sorry. Walks with the Forgotten's helping him, but Calming Horn also would accept help. Walks with the Forgotten is aiding his elder right now.
For out of character, because I'm pretty sure you gave this information, but I was not fast enough to write everything down as I was getting all the names. Is Ren's the Wicked child of Gaia?
Yes.
Okay.
Almost everyone here is child of Gaia, with the exception of your dad, really.
Okay, so stands with the river, speaks with sparrows, sits in calm.
Yeah, sits in calm. All of them children of Gaia.
Okay. The Wyrmfoe too?
The Wyrmfoe is... Let's see, where's the Wyrmfoe? Yeah, stands with the moon, is also child of Gaia.
Okay.
Looks like there's only 3 werewolves here who are not. 2 or 3. Yep, 3. So.
Okay. Well, thank you for that information. I really appreciate it.
Hey, no problem. Glad to help. I'm Stands with Honor, by the way.
Cora Two-Hearts.
Nice to meet you. Child of Gaia.
Get it theirs.
Oh, we have a get here in the Sept, actually.
Do you?
Yes.
I thought everyone here was
Not everyone.
children.
Nightbiter is Silverfang.
Yes. We did meet him.
Ragnar Songs of the Battlefield is Get. And Walks with the Forgotten is... Oh well, unfortunately for him, Fiona.
They do throw good parties.
Yes. Perhaps, but he is of a disposition they rather dislike.
That's unfortunate. Well, I think we will be off to find either Ren's the Wicked or Calming Horn to see if we can do any work. So thank you very much.
Of course. So, with that, you have to find some water to pass into the Umbra. And who wants to guide the group?
I've got 5.
One of you two.
Yeah.
How many do you have?
What are we comparing?
No.
To travel into the Umbra.
Also 5.
Do you want to go or do you want me to?
You can go.
Okay.
It's diff 4.
1, 2, 3, 2.
2. So about 30 seconds pass as you enter, as you see several Garu here moving about.
Nice. Are there any Lucy's about?
There
Lucy?
is. You do see Lucy.
She's a brick mama, so
Well,
she's talking
you
to
saw they saw her when they first came to the set.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
As she's in.
Should we
Flower.
describe Lucy to?
Yeah, she's a little grandma that's like.
Jacked.
Nice.
Yeah.
Jack Brick Mama.
She's 52 and jacked.
Awesome.
I love it.
Like 5'4".
Nice.
Silver. Like streaks of silver in the hair.
I love it so much.
She have pecs?
Huh?
She have pecs.
Well, yeah.
Of course.
Of course.
No, I'm just imagining like a little Mike Tyson peck dance.
Okay, so you see Lucy as she goes, good morning.
Good morning.
As you see Bishop walking around the tree, and you see sits in calm, going, no, here. And he's like massively critiquing everything he's doing.
You just hear random howls from me because I'm trying to scare the worm tank.
Looks like he's having fun.
It is the way of the rituals. How can I help you?
We were actually looking for some Sept duties, just some work that we could do for you guys. We were told either you or Calming Horn could.
Yes, I would give you guardian duties, where you would walk the Sept proper. You means you will have to are you good at jumping in and out of the Umbra? This cairn is several islands, and there are small paths we've made in the Umbra between the islands, but you will need to check them in the Umbra and physical world. If there are any humans here past sunset, you are required to scare them off. Don't hurt them, but scare them off.
Understandable. I guess I'm okay at in and out of the Umbra.
Very good.
I'm no third.
Well, very well. Though, and yours is busy, I see. But that and Madeline Island is also a place, but that's more of the Wyrm foe's dominion. Though sometimes we do send guardians there, since there's a higher chance of worm beasts on that island, given the cities and roads. I would gladly accept your assistance. Though, and as long as you are tough, be happy for it. Calming Horn over there, she points, and he's got a unicorn horn. He's jutting out of his head in Krynos form, so he looks like just a unicorn werewolf.
We come across a lot of menace.
They can't keep it in their pants.
So I was gonna say,
Well, and also, this is a child of Gaia Sept, so...
They usually accept metas that other people reject.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Peace and love, baby. Peace and love.
Or just, we're going to kill this menace. What if we adopted him?
And then
is another position that happens.
what if we adopt him, but also treat him kind of like shit for the rest of his life?
I get
Depends
it.
on the children.
Yeah.
Depends on the Sept.
Wait. What if we just adopt him? I see. That's right. Give a false sense of security, then kill it.
I see.
You children of Gaia, crafty.
I see. You raise him and then put him on the front line so he dies instead of a real Garu.
Smart. Very smart.
Lord.
The Getter Fenris could learn to like you. Ren's the Wicked gives you kind of the basics of planning out, and she goes, you will be accompanied by myself on some of the days, and because we are keeping the Sept in lockdown for a bit, Swims with the Moon will watch over you a few others.
Because of the Fomori?
Yes. You can do a wits subterfuge.
Yes,
or,
please.
Okay.
Oh, wait, what was your or
Or
was it
empathy.
Okay. Diff?
I'm gonna go. I'll roll for her to.
Okay.
And then, but div 6, I'll say.
2.
2.
4. My goodness.
So, you're not catching any things, but Cora is. There's something there. Some kind of mistrust.
Give a little side eye, then shrug it off. She probably heard of our adventures at some point.
Fair. Good reaction. And so, first day kind of passes as you're jumping across islands as Ren's the Wicked is showing you the basic, roundabout. She goes, the main cairn and the lodges are on Stockton Island. And then she goes, there is Michigan Island as she shows you the steps and the stones to get there. In the Umbra, takes you back, shows you Hermit Island, Basswood Island, Oak Island, and so on and so forth. In total, there are 18 islands.
That's a lot of in and out.
Yeah. Yep. Luckily, the pattern spiders are weak here, and so they will not, for the most part, increase the umbral difficulty. The only one where that may be the case is on Devil's Island, where there is a lighthouse, which does provide a bit of weaver taint, as many tourists go to that island as well, which in turn strengthens the pattern webs. This round, because she's showing you all the in and outs, all the routes, showing you things, telling you things to notice in both Umbra and physical world, it takes basically all day.
Okay. Sounds like
As you return to the kind of cabins for the night, as you see Bishop walking in, you look haggard.
Oh, yeah.
You okay?
Just lots of walking around in circles.
Was he injured at all?
No, he's just tired.
Okay.
I would like to actually speak to Ren's the Wicked.
Okay.
Yeah. Out of character, I'm just going to tell her what happened. Not because of her being cautious, since I had no idea about that, but because Kyle doesn't actually have anyone outside the pack to confide in ever since leaving Colorado Springs, but there also hasn't been a reason until now.
Okay.
And so I'm just going to seek out authority.
Okay, so you see Ren's the Wicked, and she's getting ready for her own. She's going into one of the smaller lodges that are hidden here. As she's getting ready, she goes, guards low. What's wrong?
Well,
she seems fairly tired.
I hate to bother you, but I haven't had anyone to speak with outside of my pack in a while about mistakes, I suppose.
Mistakes, huh? Okay. Are you sure you don't want to speak with stands with the river? She's of your auspice.
Perhaps I'll speak with her as well.
Okay.
But it is outside of auspice.
Okay. Do we need to walk?
Yeah, I would like that.
Okay.
And it's no secret, mind you, just...
Let us walk, then. As she starts walking just along the outside of the perimeter of the island itself. So, what do you need to confide in me, little brother?
Well, so I'm going to start with, going over how we kind of treated the Umbra previously, like how we were just kind of like, oh, we'll just go through the Umbra and it will be fine, because it just was fine. And then how we were perhaps arrogant about it until recently when we were on our way here.
Yeah.
And I'll describe what we ran into, but I don't know the name, obviously.
Yeah.
And then explain that we were, induced into frenzying. And the Thrall of the Wyrm, which I felt before.
Yeah.
So I do know it.
Yeah.
And explain what happened afterwards.
Did you... No. That is very much to take in for one so young. And yes, many young Garu do treat the Umbra as a fast track because many do move unintentionally with the full moon. And the moon paths are guarded by loons, and the Wyrm is drawn away from those paths. But I have to ask you something important. I think I saw something in the paper, so I think I know the answer, but were you sure to make sure the attack didn't look supernatural, like it wasn't an animal, before you fled?
I don't believe any of us did.
You didn't.
We've never experienced that before. Well, the first time I felt Thrall of the Wyrm, my pack surrounded me and kept me in control. So no, I do not believe any of us did that. We all were separate. I know I did not.
You may have drawn werewolf hunters, and you may have shaken the veil.
I look crestfallen.
Mhm. Takes much bravery to say something like that. And I will not judge you for it right now, because you are helping us. But do not be surprised if others will. And I am of no doubt, given how reckless you were in your dealings, that others will find your trail, and I will have to point them out to you in the name of justice of Gaia. We may even have to have at the moot, we may have to address the issue itself. But you were brave, and I commend you for it. But you will have to be brave at the moot and when you are confronted in an official sense. That is the only honorable thing to do.
And that's what I'll do. Is there a way to mend any of the damage already caused this far out?
You would have to go back and possibly use gifts and spirits to change the memories of those who worked on the bodies. So it is unlikely. Possibly been able to find a Fomori and maybe pin the blame on that thing before inducing delirium in the police to attack and destroy the thing. But I feel it is too late. The veil is not rended, but it is shaken, and you are lucky that it was only shaken.
I suppose we are. Thank you.
And she puts her hand on your shoulder and goes, "It is hard, but I am happy you confided in me, that you trust other guy in Garu." And she's looking at you, she seems to be studying you and your reactions. And she goes, "And these tears are genuine." And she wipes them away from your face, and then just gives you a bit of a hug.
Thank you.
Get some rest.
I will.
The nightmares will likely be there for some time.
I imagine so. Thank you again.
Yes. So, as you head back and go to bed, or you head back as everyone else is there. So, what are you guys talking about after you saw Guards the Low basically leave for a bit?
I assume we were talking about, wonder what he's doing. How did your day go? Yeah. Our standard catching up.
Well, my day was pretty much just learning the new rite. I still have a long way to go in learning it, but I feel I can do it. The basics are coming quicker.
I'm sure you can.
Thank you. How was your guys' day?
Long.
Did you find some people to help, some other guards?
Yes, I believe we'll be participating in guard duty.
I like that. I trust you guys. You'll do a good job in that.
I believe we will.
Question.
Yeah.
Is there, excuse me, is there any particular item that Fury Song typically sees you guys using?
For?
Just like sees them using a lot.
A lot. Probably Bee's magpie swag.
In her pocket mirror.
Her pocket mirror.
Do you specifically want like Garu items or
just physical
human
items?
items?
Human items.
Items.
Pocket mirror probably is the biggest.
Mirror, yeah.
You don't have any particular effect.
You see, he's probably playing with his wallet occasionally because that's what's got his cash in it or something
That's
like
true.
that.
Yeah, I mean, if Kyle's anything like me, he's throwing something in the air and fucking with it constantly.
Yeah, so probably coins.
I haven't really thought of anything for that for Mark, so I imagine him being kind of more of like a thumb twiddler, finger twitterer, kind of stuff like that.
Cora wears her Nyx's bangle. So it's just it's a Garu item, but it is a bracelet, so I'm sure she'd fiddle with that occasionally.
Because I'm still kind of thinking of how, since I didn't really get to quote unquote deal with it the last session, thinking ways that she might deal with this. So first retreating, but then because I do also want to bring her into the group a bit more. So I was like, well, something that a dog does whenever they notice that their owner is upset is that the dog brings the human their favorite toy. She's smarter than that though. So instead of just bringing a pine cone from outside, being look. I'm trying to think if there's anything that she might like go out and bring, that she might think that you guys would like, even if she doesn't quite understand what it is.
Well, this is Mark's home Sept. This is where Mark was.
You do notice that he does hang out a lot, and he seems to constantly want to talk to the one called Nightbiter.
Sure, I'll just pick Nightbiter up by the side.
You could go and just like, hey, could you come over here? Look who I brought.
It's your favorite.
Cora's got a pistol and
And then Kyle comes back. Great.
Yeah, I actually rolled earlier where it's just like, okay, am I going to forgive my dad for this? Yes, because of the terrible things I just did. Am I going to confide in him? No.
Because of the terrible things I think he did.
Fair enough. So that might be one.
Yeah, there you go.
Because they all sleep on this island.
Okay, but like that's not someone that you have met up with since we've been here.
He's
Oh, no.
been up with a couple times. You've noticed that
Yeah.
he's kind of almost starry-eyed.
Yeah.
Okay.
In my player notes, he was Mark's mentor when he was not necessarily teaching him the ways of the Thirds or the Children of Gaia, just more like being the person there when Mark was having a tough time, needed to confide in him, so on and so forth.
Kind of like how Cora feels about her gender.
I'm sorry, for a second I thought you said about how Cora feels about her gender. I was like, cool. Good on her.
Cool.
Glad she's happy with that.
Yeah, cool.
No, red gender, final days.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that could work. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something for her to do.
Mm-hmm. It could be that. It could be just, bringing up that you hear him shaking in his sleep or something like that.
I don't know.
Or kicking in his sleep. Because that was something he definitely did last night.
I still feel like she would physically bring something with that, because she would have that very direct A to point B mindset.
Let me make
Definitely
a random
bring,
player roll.
I mean, she could, drag a dead deer back, but I think she realizes that you guys aren't incredibly keen on eating raw meat by now.
Well, right now in our human forms, I think we're fine with it. In our lupus forms,
Right.
Like it's
By now.
it's yeah, it's kind of like neither here nor there. If we're in Hamid, we're eating cooked food. If we're not, if we're in lupus, then we're like, okay, let's go hunt. It's not like a
Well, yeah, no, I know.
thing anymore. But no, I think bringing. Why do I keep forgetting his name?
I don't know.
Jonathan Nightbiter?
Yeah, Nightbiter. Bring Nightbiter.
Or
would
maybe
be
just she found something
fun.
shiny. Can I roll to find something shiny?
Sure.
Okay. What do I need to roll?
We'll do perception investigation.
Okay. Because I think that'd be easier than bringing
Yeah.
in a person and just being awkward. Perception, what?
Investigation.
Investigation.
I guess I could say, spending a lot of time on the island, walking the shore and whatnot, he might have gained an affinity for rock collecting.
He probably picks up shiny rocks.
Yeah.
I got 2 7s, a 10, and a 9.
Yeah, right. You find one of the nicest looking rocks on the island. It's actually, it's a semi-precious stone.
Alright, so I bring that back and I present it to the group.
As the nice little stone rolls up.
It's gorgeous.
Oh, wow.
As Kyle enters, as he sees, you hear that. It's gorgeous.
What is?
You, of course. Nope, the stone.
I found this
The stone that Fury Song found.
Oh, well, it's very nice.
for you guys.
Oh, thank you.
Wow, thanks.
Thanks.
I wonder if my old collection is still here.
You collect rocks?
Yeah. Back when I was first brought into the Sept after my what do they call it?
Your first change.
Your first change.
My first change. I really spent a lot of time by myself, and I spent most of it just wandering around the shore. And I guess I just found an affinity for just picking up rocks I thought were pretty. And I got I hid it somewhere here on the island, but I have a collection of my most favorite ones.
Nice. Were there no other pups with you?
Not for a while, no. I was the first I guess I was the first pup in this Sept for a bit. And then
The youngest one here, besides you, I guess, would be Walked with the Forgotten. He is also Cleoth. He's the one with the pure black eyes.
Oh, okay. No, Walks with the Forgotten, he was, I guess, in my class, I guess, if we wanted to give a equivalency.
You were
to
pups together.
Yeah. And, I don't know, just for a couple of days, I was just kind of by myself.
Okay.
But we got through it.
That's an interesting habit. No, an interesting hobby to pick up.
Yeah, well, when you're training to be a werewolf, there's really nothing much else to do.
Maybe you can craft something from that. Do you
I
still
don't
try to
know.
make
We
those?
got beat pretty fiercely on a daily basis.
Maybe I could. From my training now, I bet I could probably coax an earth spirit, or have an earth spirit reside in this stone. It's really pretty.
I could probably make something out of it. I have a 2 in craft.
I have once seen a craft.
I have 3 in craft.
Nice.
Maybe I can make something for it. Maybe I don't know. I got an idea. Would you guys mind if I kept this?
No, that's fine.
Sure.
I could think of something.
Only one of us can hold on to it, after all.
Thank you for bringing them.
Yeah, thanks, Fury-san. What form are you in?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Well, considering that I'm wagging my butt, probably lupus.
Oh, well, no, you could have, because you were speaking, so you probably speaking. You probably went Hamid, so you just like.
So I'll try to give you a shoulder pat.
I just kind of nod.
Thanks, Fury-san. And I guess with a little bit of energy from finding this, I was like, I wonder if I could find it in a reasonable amount of time. Hey, I guess I'll be back. I'm going to try to see if I can find my old stash.
Awesome. Be careful.
Will do, guys. You guys don't want to come along? Maybe see the island a little bit more?
I'll come with you.
Sure, why not? You wanna come? Wanna go on an adventure?
Sure.
Let's go on an adventure.
You guys step out as the sun is setting, nice blazing red sky.
Sunsets are my favorite.
Look out into the lake. Nice little reflection. You get to know more of the Sept members, maybe run across some kinfolk. Definitely.
Sure.
Get to know where we're going to be for a bit. That and it's just good to be home. I miss this place.
You do notice Krista on the island as she's taking care of some things, as she's bringing some blankets. And
Cora kind of winces when he says it's good to be home. She's like, yep. Like, tell me about it.
nodding, things like that, talking amongst themselves.
Oh, you guys remember Krista?
Yeah.
Good to see you again.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Oh, hey, yeah, good to see you. We're just bringing in some basic supplies from the mainland."
Guardian.
Nice. Did Stan and Bill go with you?
Just Stan. Bill's on guard duty right now since
Okay.
since the Sept has been pretty much on lockdown here on the in the Karen.
Do you need help?
No, we got it set actually. This is the last supply run. We gotta head back. And just we don't sleep here.
Oh, sure. I just meant
no.
carrying everything.
Oh
to
no, we
wherever
got
it's
everything. This is the
going.
last of it.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
but thank you very much.
Maybe we can help redistribute these when we come back, I guess. Maybe.
Yeah.
We're actually I'm looking for my old rock collection.
Your pup cabin's over that way. It's been a while, but
Oh. Yeah, maybe it is over there.
that's where you left it.
Hey, thanks, Krista.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm going to say that I'm back in lupus form.
Okay.
Understandable.
Walk over to the pup's cabin, I guess.
As you see, walks with the Forgotten. In there, he's in his harness sword. He's got the pure black eyes. Oh, hey, Bishop.
Hey, Walks with Forgotten. Out of character. What's Walks with Forgotten's name, like human name?
He doesn't have one.
Oh,
He's
he
Metis.
does. Oh,
Right.
he's Metis.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's why he has pure
Black
black
eyes.
eyes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Walks with Forgotten. Hey, I saw you in the Umbra earlier today.
Yeah, I was helping the keeper. The
Oh,
keeper of the land. Yeah, I'm thinking about being a keeper myself.
I think you'd be very good at it.
Mm-hmm.
You.
Job for a Fiona Galliard, I guess.
Yep, definitely. So you still feel at home here? Everything good?
Yeah, after it feels much better than Winterfang,
Oh.
where my folks are.
Any news from Minnesota about that?
The main moot will be happening soon, obviously, and I heard there will be coming over along the bridges, but since we're hosting this year,
Okay.
but yeah, how the Winterfang is mostly but my tribe's there in high enough numbers that it was uncomfortable. I'm glad I came here.
Well, I'm glad you feel at home here. Definitely. And I'll put my hand on his shoulder and it's like,
And he gives a nod and he
Yeah.
taps the hand.
it's great. It's good seeing you again.
Yeah.
And Cora Two-Hearts.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Oh, yep. These are my pack members.
Kyle guards the low.
Nice to meet you. Walks with the Forgotten.
This is
This is
Fury
Fury
Song.
Song.
As he just waves.
Nod.
You notice he's very reserved for being a Galliard, especially.
We weren't aware that anyone was in this cabin.
Yeah, it's mine. Since I was the last pup, full-size cabins are mostly full and for guests. So I thought it was best if I just came here. That's why I'm thinking keeper duties. Maybe then I can end up rooming with Calming Horn or something like that. That's all.
I hope that works out.
Me too. I think so. Yeah, why wouldn't it?
Well,
It should.
reason why I came here, but I just got my pack members here with me. They wanted to tag along. I'm looking for my old rock collection.
Oh, yeah. I kept it safe for you as he goes over to his little chest and he opens it and he pulls out the bag.
Oh, wow.
That's super cute.
Oh, wow.
That is adorable.
Wow, I didn't think... Wow, I really appreciate this.
Yeah.
Nice.
They said you were off and there was some talk that you weren't coming back. So, in case they couldn't put the stones of you in the Hall of Heroes, I thought that'd be a good way to keep your memory at home.
Oh, walks with the forgotten. And I just kind of hug him. And I just, thanks, man.
He gives you a hug back.
Yeah,
Patting, still the reserved hug,
Yeah.
like the rigid.
Yeah.
But it's clearly full of care, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm.
Thanks a lot. This means a lot to me, man. I appreciate it. Because knowing what I know now, I think I have an idea what I can use these stones for.
Oh, good.
Yeah. And, hey, I think I'll give you one, too.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Sweet. And so, we're just kind of up and about. You wanna hang out?
Sure.
Sweet.
I have no problem.
As you kind of start wandering around the Sept grounds and things like that. Chatting. They're trading old stories of how they got into trouble. You two are trading also old stories of how you got
So
in
this
trouble.
one
B
time,
got us
B
into
got kneecapped with a pipe.
What a hoot.
She was talking back.
That did happen. And so the night continues and finally it is bedtime.
And it is bedtime and we have terrible nightmares.
You start having terrible nightmares. Kyle,
Yes.
in the middle of your nightmare, the vision starts to fade away as you're in the middle of getting ready to bite in. And as you snap down, you snap and there's nothing there, and there's just cold gray earth beneath your hands and feet. And you see lapping waves of inky black water. As you see a monochromatic version of yourself
Oh, shit.
in the pool.
I'm just gonna look around more.
And looking around as you hear him going, this eidetic memory, huh?
Yes,
I can it's getting to us.
I suppose. Yeah.
I mean, you already cracked to Ren's the Wicked, just spilled it all out, which definitely honorable, but don't you think to some degree it would have been better if we just didn't go at all? Like, if we just stayed where we were at?
What, you stayed where?
At the last Sept.
Oh, well, yes. But I suppose we wouldn't have met Bishop or Fury Song.
I guess that's true. Some good things come out of the bad, I guess. I think more bad than good, though.
Maybe.
I know how to get rid of the nightmares.
Oh?
It's gotta cost something. There's strength in you, tied to your totem. It's how this spark happened. And you can sacrifice that, and I can give you something. Something that'll help make sure that you're protected in some ways. And give you power, strength, a gift to make sure that if anything doesn't have the rage like you have, they can't attack you until you attack them. All it costs is a bit of the connection to your totem.
I can't give up the connection to Bear. He's one of the people, I guess, that's been kindest throughout all of this.
Guess so. Well, but is he kind enough to remove these nightmares? Is he strong enough to remove those?
Out of character. Did we tell Bear what happened?
Not yet.
Have
Not
we been?
yet.
We haven't been back there
No,
since
you
it
haven't.
happened. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know if he's strong. We haven't talked to him about it. We should talk to Bear about this. Thank you.
It's like this resounding chorus to watch. We should talk to Bear.
Hang on. Yeah. Difficulty is your willpower.
5 now.
Okay.
You worm fuck.
As he goes, whatever. As you see this red star open up in the sky behind him, and then there's blood as you're just face diving into the person, eating them again, and that entire conversation seems to be gone from your memory. And you just read
am I not going to remember to talk to Bear? Damn it.
Should have upped that willpower some more.
I can.
Why
You just-
didn't you?
So,
Well, I'll wake up miserable again
Yeah,
whenever
right.
that happens.
you wake up miserable. All of you wake up, and it's more or less the same the next day. And the next night, Bishop, in your dreams,
Oh.
you're still seeing the vision as you see yourself standing there in Hamid. Once again, monochromatic. As he's like, this is getting to be too much, man. How long do we gotta deal with this?
As long as I need to deal with it.
Yeah. What if I told you we didn't have to?
Explain.
We can block it out. We're strong enough to do that. And we're strong enough to gain new strength.
I've been taught that if it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true.
It's not too good to be true. Something has to be given up in return.
Oh.
Yeah. See, that strength is in you. The strength to use this power and to access it. But it's locked up in your connection to Bear. It's spiritual energy. Just like how, an object in motion stays in motion, all that. Same rules apply to spirits. You've locked your spiritual energy stationary with Bear, but I can give it that push to new strength. You opened the door.
This is assuming the push would never happen in the first place without you.
I'm you. The push can't happen without you.
But if you are me, you would know that this is something I wouldn't want to do.
Maybe you're just in denial. That you like Bear. You can still connect with, but you want to prevent death like this again, don't you? As the bodies kind of show up in the pool.
Just like Nightbiter told me, this is just another lesson for me to learn. The lesson is I had grown prideful. I had grown too, I think it was the word, comfortable.
Maybe the real lesson was you should have stayed where you were, not gone at all. That because you're so headstrong and trying to do everything, that you've got those people killed. That maybe the best thing to do is to slow down and stay home. Focus on the things that matter, like this place.
But there are many places like this in the world. Why wouldn't I want to protect them?
Because you can't. It's pointless. Only protect what you know you can. If you overstretch, you'll fail them and this place too.
I know I can never fail this place. And in my journeys to try to defend the other places, it's in those journeys I become stronger.
As the hand comes up and just goes, take my hand and I can make the visions go away. I rode the connection. You opened the door for me, killed them.
I smack the hand at you.
As it splashes into blood and you're...
Back into it. And I wake up miserable.
Yeah, you make a
Hey Kyle, you miserable too?
Yep.
Yeah. No, I'm kidding.
That's 2 days. 2 out of the 7. Yes.
Other extremely unrelated question. I have a truth earring that says level 1 Gnosis 6, and it doesn't say I have to activate it anywhere.
You do. You have to roll Gnosis to activate
Okay,
it.
but I don't have to spend.
No, you just have to
activate
make the
it.
roll, yeah.
Okay, it seems worth it to me to always activate it.
I believe it's per scene, per activation.
Oh, okay.
I can look up the fetish.
I mean, I
a little bit.
Googled it really quick just to see if it... Because I just don't have any extra information. And it doesn't say, it just says when activated.
Okay, truth in earrings, small earrings. Okay, yeah, I think it's per activation, or per lie, basically, you can roll.
Okay.
And when you're using the truth earring, of course, you can't spend rage.
Sure. I'll
Because you're using Gnosis.
do my best not to use it in combat, at least.
Are you lying?
Timer! Is he lying?
Do you really want to kill
The
me?
issue.
He's trying to kill us. With lies.
Don't worry, this won't hurt. He's lying.
He said harder, Daddy. That was the truth.
That was
He meant it.
He meant every word. And it doesn't detect between the difference between omissions and outright lies.
Okay, that's fine.
So that's all.
I won't be able to tell.
Yeah, it's just that maybe they omitted something. Maybe they're just straight up lying to you. It's very unclear.
Okay.
So, also because of you guys' Sept duties, not you because you're not doing them. One temp honor.
On the way back.
Woo, 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 woo.
The road of redemption, my friends.
It is long and hard.
Yes.
So after the third night, Cora,
Yes.
in the middle of yours, you see yours going, and she's like, I miss your gender.
Yeah.
You made sure things like this didn't happen.
Well, not necessarily.
I mean,
How could he have made this not happen?
he would have been able to tell us not to go during the new moon.
Oh, we could have asked that of anyone.
Could have. But he would have made sure to tell us. Because everyone's out for themselves, to some degree.
He could have told us.
He could
But
have.
it didn't happen. So there's no point in couldas.
Guess so. If only we were stronger to fight that day.
That would have been helpful. But we're getting there.
Maybe I can give you something else to make it even better at it.
Like what?
It's a strength. I heard it's taught by a snake spirit. Your claws are infused with venom, making it more difficult to soak.
Who would I go to get that?
I can give it to you.
What for?
I just have to unlock some of the spiritual energy that you've given to bear.
Ooh, it seems like the easy way out.
Is it?
Simply giving you some of my connection to Bear.
And I would say that's a hard decision, because we love bear.
If we love Bear, why would I give it up?
Because that's what's needed to defend Gaia.
I can get
See?
stronger in my own right.
I'm you. I'm just helping you unlock the strength within us.
I think I value my connection to Bear. And if that is a skill, a gift that I'm able to receive, then I will get it in a way that does not compromise my connection to Bear. Or my pack's connection to Bear, because I will not do that.
As you see getting pulled away, you see kind of a grayish red thread of fate that's pulling it back. Before So, you all wake up, you still gotta do your training.
Hey, you guys miserable too?
Completely.
No.
So, since you didn't roll for
You know, you remember
Me.
parts of that, yeah.
Sweet! We need to talk.
I didn't have a nightmare?
Not yet.
What about?
So, we've all been having nightmares, yes?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
About...
You two have noticed that your nightmares have faded a little bit, though. They're not happening as frequently.
Well, they faded a little bit and aren't happening as frequently. Thank you,
No.
Keegan.
Not 4 times a night anymore.
Did have a weird one, though. Like
It was split up?
I was talking to myself.
That's what I wanted to talk about.
That's weird.
You want to talk about me talking to myself?
No, because I had something similar. But myself.
Did you have something like that for yourself?
I'm asleep.
That makes sense.
I'm asleep.
I thought we all woke up.
I thought he said that I hadn't yet.
I didn't...
No, you hadn't had the nightmare yet.
You haven't had the nightmare yet.
The
yeah.
nightmare.
That,
Yeah.
like, you're still
No.
tearing people apart. You just haven't had the dream of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was getting ready to roll.
No, it was happening different nights for different people.
Got it.
I don't remember the whole thing. But I remember I felt coerced. And it was dark. And you know how when... What is it when you kill it and you rend it? The blood is all black and tarry.
Oh, Icor? What?
Well, like...
Coagulate?
Coagulated?
Well, no, kind of like when we killed the Bane spirit at the hospital, how it was like black and tarry blood.
Yeah.
Is it just Bane spirits that have that, or is that
Fomori
all
have
Fomori?
it too? Yeah.
Okay.
Not all Fomori. Some do. Some don't. It's
Kyle, do you remember at the hospital when we
Yes.
killed the Bane?
Of
course you do.
Eidetic memory. And you two have killed with us Fomori and things. When they bleed, sometimes it's inky and sticky and gross.
Almost like tar.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was an ocean or a lake of that, and that's all I really remember.
Well,
not quite that.
No,
It's like
just
pure black waters, like
pure black water.
like a black and white movie's rendition of
okay.
water.
Gotcha.
Yes.
I think maybe mine was like that. It was really the only thing I could actually remember is it's as if I was trying to get myself to do something I knew I didn't want to do, but it was
Like you were trying to coerce yourself
into something I knew,
was wrong.
or rather, I think I would never do. I don't know I can't remember what it is though.
Me neither.
It's just, and then I'm munching on a half-cooked human. Ugh.
Well, mine wasn't cooked.
Kyle, how about you?
Well, I feel like I'd remember it if I had it because of my memory.
Mm.
So I guess I haven't had it.
Yeah. Do you think this?
Me either.
Out of character,
Yeah.
good play.
Well,
Yeah.
straight up.
Nice.
You haven't had
Yeah.
this dream yet?
Mm,
Or at all?
no.
Maybe it's because I've experienced the Thrall of the Wyrm before.
Maybe.
But
Maybe.
I still don't remember that happening then either.
Are they talking about this in front of B?
I'm assuming B's off doing her own thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she arrives.
Yeah, that'd be awkward.
Yeah.
It was so weird.
Do you think this is something that we should bring up?
Well, with recent events, I have been trying to find the right time to speak with the Master of Rites.
You don't
about-
think it's the right time.
Oh, okay. I don't think it's the right time.
Oh, wow, that's decisive.
Nope. I mean, we just got here.
Mm.
Things seem to be
Tense.
tense, probably because of the oncoming moot and whatnot.
Mm.
I feel now's not the good time.
All right.
Maybe give it a couple of days. Maybe a couple of days before the moot, because we still have out of character like a week.
Yeah, several. Because it's on the first half moon of the month.
Which is the
So,
15th, I think,
yeah.
if I remember correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're on the 7th right now.
Yep.
Okay, so we have
We have
Yeah,
8
a
days.
Yeah, you have a week. Or 8 days. So
Okay.
as you're just like, yeah.
We'll bring it up at another.
Yeah.
We'll bring it up another day.
Well, I gotta go yell at spiritual trees.
Enjoy your.
So when you're doing it, you do
Yeah.
get a slight glow this day, just the and then it cuts out and turns back to normal.
Hey.
Partway through.
And then we've got our guard duty.
Mm-hmm. So you guys do your guard duty, and finally, Shinigami. You see yourself as a wolf looking at you, tail wagging, monochromatic. In
Oh,
kind
am I
of
dreaming?
Yeah, in a
Oh.
sea of inky black.
No, the mushrooms have finally kicked in.
Okay.
No.
As the wolf goes, no, I know where he is.
Alright. So if I'm rolling for suspicion, what would you say the difficulty is? Just because I feel like I should roll.
It'd be like 10.
Jesus, okay. Never mind. I won't even roll.
As it goes, know where he is, the one who chained us, the one who made us fight.
Yeah, I did.
I mean,
Where is he?
he's difficult too, to be fair. Have to have spiritual strength to find him, locate him.
How do I get that strength?
You've locked it in your connection to Bear. It's strong with him. It's like a dam connecting you to Bear.
So I
Holding
should
him.
ask him?
No, you have to break the dam to let the spiritual energies show you where he is.
That would mean turning my back on my pack.
To make sure others don't hurt like he hurt you. He's alive.
What is this spiritual power?
Strength, gnosis, in its own way. This power I can give you also gives you different kinds of strength as well. Allows you to hunt in the city, hunt better. Makes it easier to see, makes it easier to hide, to find prey, easier to find him while he's hiding. inhuman nest.
You pretty much read all the questions I was planning to Hang on. Why would I have to damage my connection to bear?
It is the fastest way to learn this gift. The spirits are here now to teach it.
What spirit?
The spirits who hear your call, your cries, the ones who want to help you stop him.
That's not an engine.
The spirits who will teach it. I'm not a third. We're not a third. Don't know what those spirits are.
It's not good to deal with spirits you don't know the name of.
You do it all the time.
I didn't say I was smart.
You know that.
We could be very dumb to let him get away.
He's not the only one.
No, but he's the one you know the most about, the one who hurt us. Our former pack locked away, the blood, the pain. As you see kind of a glimpse of you tearing up the person, as you just hear the could have been him, should be him,
True.
for all he's done.
Could be many humans who deserve it for all they've done.
Gifts will allow you to hunt them easier.
Yeah, Keegan. You're not giving me any outs. I'm really struggling to think of an in-character reason that she could wiggle her way out of this.
Okay.
I'm not really coming up with much because I know that I don't want to. I know what's going on.
Uh-huh.
You know.
Well, she knows that it would make her get further away from her pack. Now she has to weigh, is her pack more important
Is she willing to lose
than
another
revenge?
pack?
It's when you just scream, I need a pack totem! I need a pack totem! I need a parent!
Is she willing to give up another pack?
I don't know.
Well, were there any other dogs there? Like fighting with, like not that you didn't fight against, but that were kind
She
of
didn't
like...
form connection because she was
Oh, okay.
accustomed, because they wouldn't last long. I mean,
okay.
So,
They
this
were
is a
dogs.
family that has lasted longer than all of them.
Right, but at the same time, whenever you go through life accustomed to not making connections,
Mhm.
you just kind of also don't.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's
So-
been like, we've been together like 8 months.
Yeah, something like that.
Maybe think of the acceptance that Bear has brought to you, pretty much. It was a very non-conditional, just, hey.
Are there, like, sparkling reflections on the water, like from the light?
No light. It looks like there's a couple stars that seem to vanish, blink out, and blink back into existence.
Maybe think of the shiny rock you brought to us.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm going to do.
Yes.
It's something. It's reason.
Yes.
It's something to hang on to. So I'm going to say that she's just about to agree. She's right there, you know, but then she kind of
As you see
catches
the
a star kind
nose
of
coming up.
shimmering. Like she starts to reach for the hand and then sees the shimmering lights and she thinks of his beautiful happy face when she brought it to him. And so then she, then she pulls away at the last second.
Yay!
2 willpower. Ooh.
She's
Whoa!
willful.
Wow.
She's a willful child.
All right. Parts of it are muddled up. You don't remember the part about sacrificing to Bear, but you do remember the part that something was offering you a chance to find your former master and that he's alive.
Mm-hmm.
Have the nightmares continued to dwindle?
Yes.
The continued to dwindle.
Yes,
Yes, they have.
continued.
They have continued to dwindle.
Perfect.
Continued to dwindle. I love it.
So, once again, another day of training, and finally, all of you have the same dream. You're standing out in a field when you see a man cloaked in a great, kind of like traveler's cloak. Smoke, or his face is obscured, and smoke and bits of flame are leaping from it as he looks up to you all, and he takes a deep breath, or what you assume to be, as he breathes and warm air just bursts out in all directions, and his cloak billows behind him almost like wings.
Are we all together? Like, are we having like a shared nightmare or singular?
You're all experiencing it by yourselves.
Okay.
Okay.
As you see him going, you've passed. Yes, you've passed. It's good. I was afraid, for stars gathered you and tested you, and it is your destiny, though taint still festers at the heart of your pack.
At Bear?
There's something that poisons you from within, but I do not know which.
Which who? A pack member?
Pack, spirit, something. Something connects to you. Something that connects to the Dread Father.
Who are you?
I go by many names. I go to and fro. I move from place to place. Phoenix is my father, and Phoenix sends me where Phoenix needs me. Destiny calls, and I have something to show you as he taps his walking stick down and smashes. The forest vanishes, and you see a great lake with mists upon it. As you kind of hear the distant sounds of bagpipes, actually, as you, like, traditional
Pours down for some
as you
bagpipes.
as you see the mists swirling around this spirit, and you see a young man standing upon the shores. He's dressed in modern attire, and his face is askewed by the mists and shadows. And in the distance, you hear a lion roar out as it crosses the great lake, and the waves ripple, and the boy turns around as his body grows, and you see his body covered in bluish war paint, and his fur white as snow. And he lets out a mighty howl as you are back in the fields, and you see the spirit on his walking stick, leaning against it. He will change soon. He will be needed for the coming wars. You have time.
Ooh.
Some, but not much.
Ooh.
As the boy.
Well, yes, but information?
His name?
His name?
As he goes, his name is obscured, for the Dread Father wishes him to. He fears it.
Oh, and he changed when he transforms. He's like like Krynos, and
Yeah,
all
Krynos,
white,
all white with blue war paint.
blue war paint.
He will be needed.
Then we will need to find him.
Speak to the Galliards and listen to my father's prophecy again. For he is needed for the final steps. And listen about the sun and the moon. And that is the last you hear of this spirit.
I was like, okay, I know where we need to go for a little bit, right? And then you said lion, and I'm like, shit. There's no lion in Great Britain.
Are we going to go to Great Britain?
Like Ireland, Scotland,
Well,
bagpipes,
out of character.
giant lakes.
Out of character. What was a very common animal used in royal heraldry?
Lions. That's fair. Okay. Makes more sense.
And then a king of England, Richard the Lion-Hearted.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely immediately thought of a family crest.
I wonder.
Oh, I wonder.
Are we looking for a silverfin?
I like this in-dream meeting we're having.
Right.
Woke up.
No, I know.
Oh yeah.
Do we wake up at the same time, or was it?
Yeah, relatively the same time.
I assume we'll just wake each other up.
Yeah, just like,
Anyway.
hey, had a dream! And this pack takes dreams very seriously.
Gotta.
You had a dream too? I had a dream. Okay.
What? Do you have a dream? Do you have a dream?
Yes.
Dreams.
There's this crazy guy with white paint. Also, there was like a cherry tart that was trying to eat me.
A what?
A cherry tart?
I mean, cherry tarts are pretty great.
I'm sorry, just because dreams tend to switch around. I'm thinking,
Right.
like, after
Oh,
the
okay.
important dream, other things will happen too.
So, like, I assume we'll all, like, convene and, like, this is weird.
I'll mention bagpipes, because that's the one thing that he would really remember is a smoky figure in a traveler's coat and a cane. And then when he slammed the cane on the ground, he heard bagpipes and mist in a great lake.
I would remember it all.
That's why we save. That's why we save you for last for confirmation. No.
So just to clarify, since Riley's not here, did B also have this dream? Was she here for this?
She will have not had this dream,
Okay.
but we'll leave it up to her to see if she rolls subterfuge to see if she pretends she had the dream to feel
Yeah.
like.
Okay, sure. I mean, maybe we should decide how some of this conversation goes when she can weigh in on it.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
That is.
Because, like, it could go very badly for her.
Yeah.
Or very well. Like,
That's fair. That's fair. So, Or we'll assume she had the dream. Actually, we'll assume she had the dream.
Okay, that makes it easier.
Yeah, so she had the dream as well. So you're
Okay.
so.
Okay.
So I've got a few ideas. The smoky figure said that they were sent by Phoenix, correct?
That's what my smoky figure said.
Yeah, Phoenix was his father, I think.
Yeah.
Sends him where he's needed.
Now this might just be wishful thinking, but Golden Eagle is also from Phoenix, right?
Yeah.
And that's our Sept spirit.
Well, it's Golden Eagle's... Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
He's one of Phoenix's brood.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You guys really don't talk about your Sept, so is there something...
This is the first I heard of that too. I didn't know that.
So, you know each Sept has a spirit,
Right.
right?
At least one.
At least one. The one in New York had 2. This one has at least 1. And the one in Colorado, where we're from, is Golden Eagle, and that's one of Phoenix's spirits.
Okay.
And so that really, like I said, it might be wishful thinking because I want to go home, but that really stood out to me. Yes.
Okay.
Though I don't.
Definitely something more to think about.
I don't know if that's the only place we have to go, as there are not many bagpipes in Colorado. Or lions.
The only bagpipes I can think of are, well, you think bagpipes, you think Scotland, you think pretty much.
And blue war paint.
Then they have the various locks there, pretty much glacier lakes.
Yeah.
Who is it, again, that interprets dreams? Which...
Can be a thurge.
I mean, this is pretty much a full card of stereotypes. I think we can pretty well assume Scotland.
That's fair enough. But if there are any pieces of this that we are missing that are important clues to like who this person is,
Right.
I think it would be important to run it by an experienced search. Just because if you said that the place we were supposed to go was 2 states over, I'd be like, okay, let's go. But it's Scotland.
Yeah.
That's a commitment.
We also have to talk to a
If we're
galliard.
wrong.
Talk to a galliard.
Yep,
You can split up. Who wants to go talk to a galliard and who wants to go talk to a thurge?
Well,
I mean,
I'm a galliard, so
I have to talk to a thurge anyway because I'm
You'll
wearing
probably
my...
be interested so you can memorize some lore and
exactly.
And because of my eidetic memory, I feel like I should go to the thurge as well.
Okay.
So,
So
And I'll go
thurge,
to
galliard,
galliard.
galliard?
yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
So, real quick, we'll start with Kyle and Bishop.
Okay.
Which third do you want to go to? I'm assuming you want to go with Sitson Con.
Yep. Ease of access because he's the one we're going to see.
You're ready for your lesson. I have one student already.
We actually, before we begin my lesson, would like to talk to you about, we think our pack shared a dream.
Oh?
Yes. And here, let's just...
I'll describe it to you.
Kyle, you have an eidetic memory.
So he starts describing it. So, he starts hearing it and goes, well, I know who the spirit you saw is. He's Traveler.
I don't think I know of Traveler.
Traveler is one of the highest spirits in Phoenix's brood. Phoenix tends to send that avatar of himself out to give out important prophecies.
I'm surprised we saw him then.
Well, if he saw...
As Cleoths.
Well, if he came to us and he did mention destiny was at hand.
I'm not a Cleoth. Thank you.
Yeah, but it averages to Cleoth.
Oh no, what are you doing?
I'm just curious.
Okay.
You are a 1.2 rank pack, so on average.
I was pretty sure.
So, Sam. So, yeah, Traveler goes to those he thinks can help the most effectively.
Well, if he thinks we can help, I guess we'll shoot.
Or those who are tied to this in some way through the stars. As to the rest, A lion's roar, you said?
Yes.
Lions under Griffin's brood. Interesting.
Where do these spirits reside?
Flux.
Oh. Out of character. What does that mean?
You can ask.
Flux.
Flux is the near realm of chaos. It is closely associated with the wild. Garou have been known to be trapped in there, or try to travel places faster than normal, only be sent forth years ahead of their destination.
Oh. One of the few places we didn't stumble into.
Yet.
Yet.
And what of the boy that we saw?
It sounds like the boy's important to something, obviously. He said he's related to the prophecy of Phoenix. It's a Galliard thing. I'm gonna roll some Garou history real quick.
Okay.
Oh, he's bad at this today.
It's all... Whenever we need you to roll.
He doesn't remember anything
He's a bit
else.
sleepy.
Okay.
But I know bits of lore here and there, and I know the prophecy of Phoenix mostly by heart. So
I'm gonna have to look up the prophecy.
Yeah, do we know the prophecy of Phoenix?
you've heard it before, and he'll probably recite it at the same time they go. So
Perfect.
Okay.
yeah. So
no problem.
you guys, you know of the Tail Singer in the Sept. Tail Singer is
Speaks with sparrows.
yes, speaks with sparrows.
Joshua.
And so speaks with sparrows is the Umbra. Meeting with the spirit real quick as he's talking to the tree. And he thanks them.
Speaks with sparrows. Could we have a moment of your time? Or maybe it might take longer than a moment.
Sure. What's wrong?
Our pack had a shared dream last night.
Oh.
Yes. And I'll recite as much as I remember. And one thing that this figure said to us was to speak to a Galliard and listen to Phoenix's prophecy and listen about the sun and the moon. And
yes. That lion's roar is interesting, though.
Yes.
That stuff about Scotland.
Yeah.
You might just be having a fever dream then. Lion was the...
But all this at the same time?
Maybe. I'm not sure. But you are connected as a pack, and things have been known to happen that way. And quite frankly, this sounds more like a trap than anything else. Because Lion was the totem spirit of the White Howlers.
The White Howlers? Oh.
Yes. Well, we know what happened to them.
Yes.
Black sparrows. Okay.
Her tribe calls them Wyrm Howlers. Now, but prophecy is simple. It's that Phoenix took me, carried me in his claws high above the world, so that I could see beyond tomorrow. And I beheld the future. I saw the decimation of our kin, hunted beyond hunting, death beyond death, to the last one. There were no more children, or grandchildren, or fathers or mothers. This was the first sign Phoenix gave to me, that the children of the Weaver, the humans, would give to us, the Garou. I beheld the future. I saw the children of the Weaver birthing, a great tide of humans rising. I saw more and more until Gaia groaned at having to carry them all. Their houses overrunning, their rakes raping, their hands clawing at the parched earth, trying to feed from her. This was the second sign of the last days that Phoenix showed me that the humans would do. I looked again and beheld the third sign. So many children, so many humans, and they fell against each other 1 to 1, and the Wyrm brought forth corruption and gave each a measure. And the strange fire I saw out of control of the great plumes rising over the wilderness, spreading death wherever it shone in the dark and the cold land. And I heard the agony of the sea as she keened, for some drunken fool had poured a lake of black death upon her. I turned my head away in disgust, but I could not help but look again. I beheld the fourth sign. The Wyrm grew powerful. Its wings fanned the breeze of decay, it spread its disease, and they were horrible. The herd became afflicted with disease of the head and of the blood. Children were born twisted, animals fell sick, and no one could cure them. In these final days, even the warriors of Gaia could not escape the palisade talons of the sickness-bringing death bird. A tear in my eye, I looked again, and Phoenix showed me the 5th sign. I saw other plumes rising like death spears towards the beautiful skies, piercing it, letting Father Sun burn and parch Gaia. The air grew hot. Even in the darkness of the winter, it was warm. The planet withered in the sun, and a cry of pain and disease arose from the dying forests as one of the relations cried tears of mourning. Then, as though a veil were torn, the 6th sign showed itself to me. In these last days, Gaia shakes in rage. Fire boils from the depths. Ash shrouds the sky. The worm skulks in the shadows made by these and rears to strike. The old ones are gone. The guardians of the pathways and the crossroads are finished. In these final days, the 6th sign will make itself known in the packs that form. Each pack will have unto itself a quest, a sacred journey it must perform. Such is the will of Gaia. And I saw the sky turn black, and the moon was as blood. In the 7th sign I glimpsed, though I could not look at it in full, but its heat I could feel, the apocalypse, the final days of the world. The moon was swallowed by the sun, and it burned in his belly. Unholy fires fell to the ground, burning us all, twisting us, and making us vomit blood. The worm made itself manifest in the towers and the rivers and the air and the land, and everywhere its children ran rampant, devouring, destroying, calling down curses of every kind. And the herd ran in fear, and the dark ones, children of the worm, crawled from their caves and walked the streets in daylight. I turned my head from the sign. Phoenix told me, "This is as it shall be, but not as it should." Phoenix left me then. Now I cannot dream. I can only remember the signs, each one in perfect detail. These are the last days. May Gaia have it. May Gaia have mercy on us all. The prophecy was spoken sometime in the early medieval period.
Wow.
Whoa, heavy. Whoa.
Yeah. That's...
Coming.
Yeah.
But you'll know when the 6th sign comes. For who is your totem?
Bear.
He will give you the quest. The final quest.
Okay.
That must be done to save Gaia.
Why us?
Every pack does.
Oh.
Bear will give you your quest, just as Unicorn will give me mine, just as they will see Raven. Every pack will have its quest.
Okay.
And hopefully all packs succeed.
That would be... You said that our dreams sounded like a trap. Are there evil spirits that are able to enter the dreams of Garu?
Yes. Yes, they are. One can open themselves to one of the urge worms, feeling a strong enough negative emotion long enough. They can draw the worm to themselves and begin to feel its corrupting touch. Others can end up sleeping in the Umbra in an area powerful with the worm and simply open their minds up because they had no other option.
Okay. And well, we're gonna ask, what do you think about the figure who was speaking?
I think that they tried to take the form of Traveler, but I don't think it was him.
And that's because of the lion's roar.
Yes.
Do you think it could have been anything else?
Perhaps an echo of something. A dream that should have been before, that something in the Umbra remembered the White Howlers, that they could have been saved before the days of the fall.
Were the White Howlers in Scotland?
Yes.
That's as I assumed.
Their kinfolk were Picts.
Out of character, what's Pict?
Picts were the natives of Scotland.
Okay.
They tended to fight Romans.
A lot.
Sounds good.
Yes.
So, just so that I'm perfectly clear on what happened to the White Howlers, were they the ones that fell?
Yeah, and became the first Black Spiral
Okay.
Dancers.
But the Black Spirals also have a bunch of kin, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, wasn't there a group that wanted to restore one of the tribes that fell?
That's a Child of Gaia camp.
Okay. I mean, does my character know about that, or is that a thing Tyler remembered?
It's probably something you've heard about.
Okay. Well, I guess we're surrounded by children of Gaia, so now's the time to ask about those camps.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair enough.
Do you think this is a quest to help restore the White Howlers?
Possibly. Personally, I don't believe in the Seekers of the Lost Tribes. I believe once a tribe has fallen, they are gone.
I'll admit, this is my first time dealing with anything about them.
There aren't any here. The closest ones I believe you can find. I believe there is one at the Sept of the Winterfang up in Minnesota. They're the closest Sept here in Superior National Forest.
They will be coming to the moot.
Well, not this moot. We have a separate moot that is done in the summer.
That's right. That's it.
Yeah, that's in Ages.
Yes.
And the dream was pretty specific about the amount of time we had. Some, but not much.
Wow.
That's what we wanted to tell you.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, if you believe it's important, I'm sure we will accept the help, though we were hoping that you would get into some of the nearby towns and try and seek some of the blights and possibly cleanse them.
I don't think we need to leave immediately,
Okay.
but chances are we will decide to pursue this, since it is something we all experienced.
Alright, the gateway into Europe is the Sept of the Green.
Well, we are familiar with that Sept, so...
They'll get you into Spain.
Way back to...
Head on back there.
Back to New York?
Yeah, Sept of the Green is
Eventually,
Central Park.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, airplanes exist.
With all your money and
Passports.
you not having a social security number and ID, being kind of born a wolf.
Yeah, our fake IDs get us into, like, bars, but maybe not Spain.
No, I meant to get to New York again instead of trekking all
Oh.
No.
Might not get us into New York either.
No.
Considering the time period.
Excuse me, ma'am. According to the system, you don't exist.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Alright.
Same?
Ma'am, your ID matches that of someone who died in a bombing?
Oh, no, I got better.
It was the essential oils.
Okay. Mark needs to get back to training.
And so, we'll just do the whole week is finally done.
Okay.
So, from the 5th, it's been a week, so it is March 12th.
So when are you guys allowed to go back to your Sept?
12 days ago.
Oh, well.
Oh, was it 12 days ago?
I don't like the tone of that face that you had when you said it 12 days ago.
I'm pretty sure like March 1st was like the beginning of spring, right?
I believe it was the spring,
The spring equinox.
first day of spring, yes.
First day of spring is like the 21st or 22nd of March.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
What was it that y'all did again?
We followed B in her exile. That's what we did.
Yeah, I mean, we chose not to
Yeah.
break
Okay.
apart the
We
pack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In 8 days, you have.
Oh, it's in 8 days?
In
Yeah,
8 days.
March 20th.
We can be home in 8
Oh,
days.
shoot, I thought it was a little later. Okay.
This seems like an important quest for gender.
Could we make it back to your Sept in 5 days? Because this Sept moot is in 3 days.
I know. We probably won't have time to go home.
I mean, 5 days. If we hustle.
But it takes a while to get to New York.
Yeah,
So.
we'll have to go back. Better to finish our business here and get home eventually.
And sorry, I'm just thinking, like, you guys were faithful to B, and I'm just, of course, there's part of me thinking that turned out well, didn't it?
Cora sighs, sadly.
At the very least, she wasn't the reason we all Thrall of the Wyrm.
Yes.
So,
So the week's done.
the week's done. You will be heading into Ashland. That's the closest town, though they do tell you that there are a couple outlying cities that of importance that could play into this, essentially. So they're just asking you basically to go up and down the coast near the Sept in some of the small towns to...
Yeah, go for it.
So, like, how, for the Rite of Cleansing, it says person, place, or object. What size of place?
One that you can physically walk around, and so it'll increase the length of the rite.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That makes sense. So we don't have to do it like 90 times.
No.
We just have to do one big one.
One big one with... Well, you have to draw out the circle first, then go around the circle.
Right.
Yeah.
And then give out the howl. And it has to be pretty close to the taint. Like, if the taint is in the heart of the building, you can't just do the entire building or the entire city it's in, obviously. That's
Sure.
So, things like that.
So does the circle itself need to be made with the
Yes.
item I'm using?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, it has to be drawn in. Like, if it's on asphalt or whatever, drawing it in is just enough. Or chalk.
Okay.
But you do have to draw the circle, so.
And it has to be the right
Material.
doer.
Oh, yeah.
It's clean water, fire, and it has to be a willow or birch. Though
Right. But
almost any.
we can't help him draw the circle or anything like
No.
that.
Like,
Okay.
you're there for the howl, though. Like, you're part of the rite. Like, the bigger the object, the more werewolves you basically need, typically.
Okay.
So the circle can be drawn by practically anything.
No, you have to draw the circle.
Right, yeah. Well, when I mean drawn with, I mean
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I could pull out chalk, I could pull out a marker.
Yeah, it's just
So-
preferred that it's the thing unless it can't leave a mark.
Right.
So that's the only time. And but yeah, the two cities they tell you about are Washburn and Ashland. Those are the two most likely candidates, as they are large shipping towns. And some of the larger towns in the area.
And which one of us has sense worm again? Since I'm sure that's
B.
how we
B.
find. Okay. And that's how we find the tainted areas, I'm assuming?
Yeah, you could, that's one of the ways you will see it in the Umbra, probably. If you did
Okay.
the Umbra.
That makes sense also.
So, things like that.
Okay, it's March 12th. What's the phase of the moon?
It is a crescent going into half.
So it's not a new moon. Things are safer.
It is one day away from the
Safer.
first technical half moon, because there's 3 days to the half moon.
Right.
So, but they do it on the 15th because that's when it's like a dead split.
At
So.
the very least, though, let's stick to the physical for...
I guess they're not that
Till-
far away.
Yeah, at least until the half moon is
Fair.
strong.
Fair.
Yeah.
And then from the, it's Gibeus moon on the 19th, and then the 20th, 21st, and 22nd are all full moon. So,
Keep those in mind. So I think we could make way by land, definitely. How far away are Washburn and Ashland from
a
here?
couple miles. The kinfolk can take you via boat.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. I was just going to say, hey, let's just ask one of the kinfolk, though.
Yeah, it's like 5 to 5 miles, 5 to 10 miles, basically.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
No.
Okay.
So,
20-minute trip.
cool.
About.
And we will see what happens next time.
Next time on
Werewolf the
So,
Apocalypse.
Werewolf the Apocalypse.
Werewolf
Thank
the
you,
Apocalypse.
everyone, for listening, and we will see you again next time.
Thank you for
Bye.
listening.
Bye.
Bye.